All right, as we move into the gate 63, it's the gate of doubt, and it's after completion. So it's actually in the head center. It's right here. Here it is in the mandala wheel. So with the head center, of course, is a fuel center, or it can be a pressure if you're living in the not self. So there's a fuel to pay attention to and question what feels insecure until it can be understood and evaluated in terms of our future security. So this is in, the logical circuitry. The logic is always looking to the future. And we need to doubt everything that takes place, right? You look at a scientist, and a scientist doubts the information and retests and plays with the experiment numerous times because they want to come to a point where there is no doubt. And if there's any kind of inconsistency or weakness, that definitely tweaks the doubt to arise. So something that I do agree with when business coaches and inspirational leaders in the business sector, and they'll say this, like, have confidence in yourself. Because that confidence, without it, it tweaks doubt. But with that confidence, it's not tweaking people's doubt. And of course, doubt is definitely necessary for us to have so that we test patterns, right? We want to have confidence that the electrical company or the house builder can hook the electricity up in your house correctly. And you want to have that confidence so that you don't plug something into an electrical socket and you are electrocuted and, then you're hurt. So there's been enough doubt in the past to get us, and there's been enough scientists or engineers or whatever you want to call them who have tested the pattern, they've retested the pattern, they've retried it, they've practiced their skills. We want those kind of people in the world so that we have a, confidence. But the minute something goes wrong, there's a doubt. And then, society wants us to go back to the scientists and test and retest. And if you're playing the piano and you make a mistake, it happens, takes you back to the drawing board and you practice again and you practice again. That's what it's all about in the logical circuitry. It's not that we're coming to perfection, but we want to come to a place of, after completion, are we doubting the pattern or not? And if there is inconsistencies, there's going to be doubt that arises there. So if it's a part of your design, and if you have it just defined, then the head center could be white, and that's okay. But if it's the whole channel with this 4, what you're doing is doubting it so that you can get to an answer, doubting it so that you can formalize, doubting it so that you can formalize an answer. And your mind works in a very logical way. If this gate also has the 4th gate on the other end, and it creates a channel. So there's going to be doubt that arises. And when it says after completion, well, you can't doubt something before you've tested it. It needs to have the test has happened, and then you get to doubt it because, okay, you've seen this pattern. Now, is that pattern going to hold safe or continue on? and be correct every time we test it. And here's the funny part is that, we have this observer effect. And if we're looking for something, we're going to find it. So if we're looking for a mistake, we're going to find it. So scientists will probably always have a place in our world. If we're in this dualistic society with the observer effect as one of our laws in our quantum physics. Because every time we look, we find something. As people look through telescopes and they're searching into, and curious about new parts of the universe, and all of a sudden they find a new planet. Well, we're looking for it. The observer effect. If we're looking at something, we're going to see it. We're going to create it. So the not self, of course, there's going to be a huge pressure here. And there's what usually is going to happen is that you're going to lose focus. All of a sudden, you're going to get caught up in these doubts. And there'll be this sense of losing focus and chasing after a whole bunch of inspiration that isn't right for you. Again, all not self. All not self. So anything in human design, again, these are just brief introductions to each gate. Anything in human design, tweaks, any kind of initiation, let me know. We can have a conversation, or if my tone and frequency is resonating or in harmony with your tone and frequency or to your acoustics, let's connect and let's see if there's any kind of learning that I can convey to you. All right. Thank you.